If you've decided on a Nectar mattress, you still have one more decision to make. Do you want the Nectar or the Nectar Hybrid?
But we're here to help out with that today. We're going to talk about the similarities and the differences between both of these mattresses and help you choose the right one for you.
Let's go.
So I'll start off by talking about the similarities between these two mattresses. And first off, of course, they come from the same company, Nectar, so they're gonna have the same customer service terms.
That's right, so you're gonna get a 365-night sleep trial and a lifetime warranty with both mattresses.
And there are gonna be some similar construction details to both of these beds. They're both gonna have a cooling cover and memory foam right on top of the mattress.
Yeah, and they're both pretty close to the same firmness level, so they're both close to medium firm.
And now let's talk about the differences between these two mattresses. And first off, the main difference is going to be the support layer of both of these mattresses. So with the Nectar Classic mattress, you are going to get a base foam layer, and with the Nectar Classic Hybrid, you are going to get coils. So that is the main construction difference. But on top of that, the comfort layers are going to be the same.
And while they are close in terms of firmness level, the Nectar Classic is going to be a bit firmer than the Nectar Classic Hybrid.
And the feels are also going to be slightly different with these mattresses. You're gonna have memory foam right on top of both of these beds, but with the Nectar Classic Hybrid, you're actually going to sink in a little bit further, and you're gonna sleep more on top of the Nectar Classic.
And with its hybrid design, the Nectar Classic Hybrid is going to be a little bit more breathable than the Nectar Classic mattress.
But with the coils added to the Nectar Classic Hybrid mattress, it is going to cost more than the Nectar Classic. So let's talk about the differences in firmness and feel. And first off, speaking of firmness, with the Nectar Classic all foam mattress, this is close to a 7 out of 10. It's just a little bit firmer than average. You have soft memory foam right on top, but not too much of that, so you're not gonna sink in too far. And with the Nectar Classic Hybrid though, there's more give to this mattress, so it's a little bit softer than the Nectar Classic, closer to a 6.5 out of 10, which is exactly medium firm.
And in terms of feel, the Nectar Classic has more of a balanced feel and doesn't let you sink in too far. The Nectar Classic Hybrid does get some bounce from the coils, and then there's a nice memory foam feel on top.
And now we want to talk about how it feels to sleep in different positions on both of these mattresses. And starting off with the Nectar Classic mattress, back sleeping I think is ideal on this mattress. A really good amount of support from the base layers and a little bit of contouring from the top memory foam layers as well. Side sleeping, it is firmer than average, so not the best pressure relief on my shoulders and my hips, and I think a lot of people are probably gonna feel the same. But stomach sleeping, being a little bit firmer than average, actually I think a decent match for a lot of stomach sleepers.
And with the Nectar Classic Hybrid, we did feel better back sleeping on this mattress. And it had a better balance of comfort and support, so our hips sank in more than they did with the Nectar Classic. And with side sleeping, this mattress was also a little bit more comfortable. Being softer, it offered that right pressure relief for your shoulders and hips. But with stomach sleeping, I do think that most people prefer the Nectar Classic, as the Nectar Classic Hybrid does allow your stomach to sink in a little bit too much, which is gonna cause back pain over time.
If you sleep with a partner, there's two more things you want to think about, and the first one is motion transfer. Now, motion transfer means when you are lying down on one side of the mattress and your partner moves around on the other side, are you going to feel that motion or not? And with these mattresses, both perform exceptionally well with motion transfer. During our tests, we saw very little disturbance. Also, when I lay down on one side of the mattress and Jordan moved around on the other side, I didn't feel too much of her motion on my side of the bed.
And the other thing that you want to think about is edge support. And edge support is simply if you sit down or lie near the edge of a mattress, is it going to collapse under your weight and make you feel like you're going to roll off and fall onto the floor? In our experience, the Nectar Classic actually performed better than the Nectar Classic Hybrid. The Nectar Classic Hybrid actually collapsed quite a lot when we were near the edge, but we didn't see the same result with the Nectar Classic mattress.
When you're shopping for a new mattress, you're always thinking about the price. And let's talk about the price of both of these mattresses. Now, as we said before, the Nectar Classic is going to be more affordable than the Nectar Classic Hybrid mattress. Nectar Classic with discounts, our discounts below, it's gonna cost around $650 for a queen size.
And for the Nectar Classic Hybrid, you are gonna pay a little bit more, around $800, again, including discounts for that queen.
But in the end, you just want to know which mattress you should get. And in terms of who should get the Nectar Classic all foam mattress, first off, it's a better option if you want to save money. It is going to cost less than the Nectar Classic Hybrid, so if you want to spend less money, take a look at this bed. It's also, I think, a better option between the two for stomach sleeping. It is going to be firmer than the Nectar Classic Hybrid, so some better support under your hips and across your body when you're on your stomach. And lastly, I think it's a good option if you don't sleep quite as hot. Yes, there is a cooling cover right on top of the mattress, but without coils, you're not gonna have as much breathability. But again, you can save money on this mattress if you don't sleep quite as hot.
And in terms of who should get the Nectar Classic Hybrid, between the two, it's gonna be people who sleep on their sides. With the Nectar Classic Hybrid, it's gonna come a little bit softer, so it's gonna offer you that nice pressure relief underneath your shoulders and hips, right where you need it. And also, the Nectar Classic Hybrid is gonna be a better option for hot sleepers. Both mattresses do have some really nice cooling features, but with the addition of the coils and the hybrid, you're gonna get extra airflow. And finally, the Nectar Classic Hybrid is gonna be a good option for heavier people. The coils may not make the mattress firmer, but it's going to offer more support.
At this point, you should know which mattress is right for you, the Nectar or the Nectar Hybrid.
And of course, if you need any more information on any of these mattresses, visit mattressclarity.com for the full written review and those awesome money-saving coupons. And do not forget to hit that subscribe button.
See you next time.